Hello, this is Jake Light, Gaming Lawyer at your service. We're once again back with Ace Attorney Investigations. This will be the final session for this game. Since we only have like 2 parts until finished, we get to the end. I'm excited to do it! Finally! Yeah, it's been a while. Yay! Fun playing Jake, I'll be listening and everything. Alright! Congratulations to getting first, and I hope everyone's having a good time, looking or otherwise. Anyways, without further ado, we shall start the, the epic end. Well, not really. In any case, yeah. Start. Let's start. Okay, March 15th, 2:11 AM, Theatrum Neutralis, lobby. Gobshow, I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritoriality. Yes, there's nothing we can really do about that. Yeah, and we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. I can't believe that even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. Novi! Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing alright. I know. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of. Okay. Good morning, how goes it? Going's good. Just started. And we're Ace Attorney. We'll do some wacky voices and all that. Yeah, what have you been up to recently? Been playing Marvel Rivals or anticipating or excited for the new season that's gonna come in about more than 24 hours, but yeah, tomorrow from now. I'm kind of excited, so hopefully get to be able to play it as soon as it got its release. Anyways, let me continue this. If we can't even get an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, what the heck were laws created for? What good are they? Well, okay, you just have to understand how this works. I believe in reality that it is kind of like that, like in embassies of a different country, they are not bound by the laws in the country itself in some way, but I can't say for certain, because I do know that in the embassies, the ground, the territory around the embassy is considered to be a different country. It's like designated for them to like do diplomatic processes, to mostly process international things between one country and another. So the people that work over there, at least the ones I know I've dealt with, they do have some sort of immunity, but I'm not so sure whether those immunities extend so much that they do commit a crime at that country. It means that they are not. It means that they are not. It's not based on the laws of the countries they are staying in, but more towards the laws that they are a national for. For example, if there was an American embassy in Malaysia, an American diplomat killed someone in the embassy itself, of course, in the embassy. Supposedly that means that he's not bound by Malaysian laws. He's not judged. He is not governed by Malaysian laws. So whether he did commit a crime, whether he actually So perhaps something like yeah, manslaughter or murder, whatever you want to call it. It's based on not on Malaysian laws but American laws instead, so could have different implications of how to prove they murdered someone or not. But it doesn't make them immune to criminal offenses. I feel like that's the thing with this game is getting wrong. Like the guy, if everyone has not been keeping up, the guy literally admitted that he did a lot of criminal things and stuff, and just like said, haha, you can't do anything about it because I'm not in your country and stuff. But I feel like it should be still illegal. Everything about like maybe murder and stuff and all that should be the same. Like it should be a criminal offense in most countries. So but yeah, anyways, we just assume that somehow he has immunity. He can kill, he can do crime in a different country as long as he's in the embassy grounds, apparently. Anyhow, but also I guess he also he did mention that he might be prosecuted by his own country, but I think it's like implied he has pockets. He can control the government in some way as well. He influence, so he will be able to get away. Blah blah blah. I don't know, man. Anyhow, I've been playing some off-stream MR, but other than that, just taking it easy. I see. Yeah, hope you're taking it easy. Hoping you're like all right. If anything, you can message me or anything. Share. I'm always around, always in front of my computer most of the time. Not because I don't have a life, but this is my life, okay? YouTubing is my life. Now go as Yatakarasu and take care of this myself. Don't you dare. It's the H word. Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. I know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take our ambassador after all. He did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. It's kind of the contrary, I guess. Chicken likewise. I feel like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job. Also, yeah, I think I'm free to do anything later tonight. If you are interested in doing something, feel free to let me know. What am I going to do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? Come on everyone, we can't give up yet. Okay. I want you to think about something for a sec. We've never let up for even a second, and as long as we don't stop investigating, we might find a rotten treasure hidden here. She's right. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're right, Kay. Very well. Let us reopen the investigation and see what we find. Come on, Kay. Right behind you. Okay. Now I'll go check out that ball a bit more, sir. And now I have something that I need to investigate further in Albast. Now then, before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. Mission Plaza data erased from my organizer. Okay. Ambassador Alba seemed agitated over something. Wonder why. There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Albastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him. Cool. It sounds like embassies are the perfect place to steal whatever you want. And Murder Demas II run a smuggling operation and make counterfeit bills, apparently. I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Kuchin Babal. Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. It's the same story over there anyway. Babal also has extraterritorial rights. Which brings me to my next point. Ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective even in our own country. Really? I don't think so. No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. Yeah, I mean, he does have some sort of immunity, but I have to look up to it. Immunity only... how do you say this? Diplomat immunity is subject to, like, still, like, what is allowed, what is not allowed, and all that stuff. There are probably exceptions to that as well. Perhaps, like, really grave criminal offenses, like murder. I don't know. It very much can't be, like, immune to that. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can't bring him to trial here. I guess we don't stand a chance, do we? We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. Aha. Also, have I seen this picture before? No. This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquet to the Steel Samurai. Bom bom bom! It's a very familiar flower, don't you think? Wait, is it just my imagination? Is there something in this picture that I've seen before? Yes indeed. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. This one. It appears to be a bouquet of Persian cyclamens and roses. Wow, you even know the exact species? Never would have figured you for an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month. Oh no, oh I see. Old bag. Just look at me. I sound like some sort of botanist, sorry. So yeah, botanist. So what exactly is this yellow flower here? That one. I'm not sure. What? You don't know? As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. But I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before. Reduce! It's this one. Could this piece of evidence be related to this photo somehow? Huh? Well... Nope, I don't think it's related at all. What? No! No! Oh, I guess... Oh, it's not about that. Okay. I'm dumb. It's this instead. Babal's national symbol is the butterfly, and Albas is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in a forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait, what? The handle on this knife? Yes, it's a handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis. The very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. The flower motif. Looks like one of the flower's petals is missing. Oh, and take a look at the weapon itself. It's missing the exact same petal. And life in this photo is most definitely the same as this murder weapon. Alright. What else can we really look at about? Mr. Paleno. Mr. Paleno has a really great smile, don't you think? I bet he was really happy that they were going to become Codopia again. Perhaps. Instead, he became the greatest victim in today's case. An ambassador like him who is always thinking of his country is really to be admired. Yeah, although this happened, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday. I hope so as well. For that to happen, we need to solve this case first. We need to see to it that those who would harm the new Codopia are locked away. And we will. There's that troublemaker, standing there smack in the center, making two peace signs. Wow, the Steel Samurai stands out even more than two ambassadors in this picture. Oh hey, the person playing the Steel Samurai is one of your friends, right? No, I have no idea who he is. Wait, but you said he! You knew which gender he was, so you must know him, right? I beg that you please refrain from talking about that person with me ever again. Oh yeah, Kane never went to the Albas area, so he never knew who the real Steel Samurai was. I can't believe he was pretending to be an harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive. I don't suppose anyone expected him to change that drastically. I bet he's thinking of something evil behind that cheery smile. Okay, please try to remain calm and focus on here and now. Yeah, you're right. Sorry I got all worked up there. Well, the only way we're going to be able to steal the truth is we keep on investigating. Alright. That's about it. Anything else we can look into? Hello, and welcome to the Embassy of Babel. I'm sorry, but I don't really need to enter your country at this time. Right now, for the limited time here at the Babel's Embassy, we're offering a very special Experience the Fire Terrifying Fires at your store. So how about it? Shall I sign you up? We're fine, thanks. We have an investigation to run. Damn, making everything a tourism thing. That's kind of unethical, don't you think? We can see the Babel's Embassy, which is undergoing major renovations. From room expansions to garden upkeep, it looks like a lot of construction is going on. Mr. Palino said that all this work was really hard on him. He said that since Mr. Cochin passed away, maybe I could work part-time for him. She got really charming with that ambassador. What can I say? I just have a good nose for money. Okay. Where else can I investigate? Oh, the flowers. Flowers are sent by a variety of flowers are sent by a variety of people and business to celebrate a goodwill event. Even the Steel Samurai received some flowers from the ambassadors. There are so many bouquets. There's so many bouquets here. It's like a wedding ceremony. I believe the flowers for those are for a slightly different reason. What do you mean? This event was supposed to be like a wedding between Albas and Babao, right? Actually, I believe they are more in a state of divorce. Okay, then. This event was supposed to be their remarriage ceremony. I suppose you could call it that. Indeed. Why is a giant picture of Neo Tokyo? It's a backdrop they use in a Steel Samurai stage show today. I love the climax of that show. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! It was the first time I had seen that special move. Oh well, the Jamming Ninja stage show's climax was much better, of course. Oh, is that a fact? That scene where he sang for Princess Misola and gave her those hair sticks? I could totally feel the love there in my heart. Perhaps the Jamming Ninja is just more popular with female audiences. These flowers were sent by Global Studios. Global Studios? It's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. They have been producing hit after hit recently, so the studio is being remodeled. Oh, I read about that in the papers the other day. That mask of theirs is also getting a facelift too, right? What's its name? You mean Mrs. Monkey? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. You really have a great memory. Ha. Never underestimate my powers of recollection. Indeed. What am I supposed to do? I think what I want to do is probably fit into use renovation. Use Babel's Embassy's printing press and Babel's ink to make Counterfeit bills. Maybe this one and this one together, but maybe not. Oh, there it is, Ambassador Law, but no one is allowed into Alabast. But I thought a lady with a wit passed through here not too long ago. She's from Interpol and had the proper paperwork, so I was reluctant. I had to let her in. Sounds like Francisca, alright. Besides, if I didn't, that whip of hers. Yep, definitely Francisca. What else have I not investigated? If I really have nothing else to investigate, then it definitely means that I need to do some combining work now. Yeah, okay. Sorry. No. We're good. If anything we don't want, he doesn't want us to investigate, it might be the counterfeit operation. No? Okay, not. I'm dying here. Is this the one? No, it's not as well. Uh-oh, I'm dying. This one and this one? Can't be right. It is? That's weird. We know that counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press, but the necessary materials, such as the bubbles, ink and paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? Well, he probably had to find a better place, hiding place, or get rid of it all. Right, so we can assume that renovation was the cause of the plate and bills disposal. The reason Mr. Cochin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? Goliath Paleno? The answer is Ambassador Paleno. Really think so? But he was the one who had his embassy offices burned down, and he lost his secretary. Do you really think he profited from any of that? Oh no. Now that you mention it, perhaps not. She's right. Ambassador Paleno has gained absolutely nothing from the events of tonight. With that being the case, there really is only one man who gained from everything. It's all what we know. Quetzalcoatl, right? It's the one person who has been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies, the co-conspirator who is mopping up Ambassador Alba. Ambassador Alba had a very strong motive to kill Manny Cochin. Okay. Alright. The cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation, the rotten treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Cochin. Miss Yu stated herself that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only be one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Cochin was killed. Then you mean Ambassador Alba is the real killer? I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were, but what if Mr. Cochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Wasn't Mr. Cochin pushing really hard for Mr. Paleno to be ambassador after reunification? Yes, and that was the real reason why he wanted to steal Albast's Primadox statue. So Mr. Cochin hired the Masks II to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was about to, he killed Mr. Cochin? It is definitely a possibility at this point. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. The question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Albast. Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babao, right? Right. That is what we must solve next. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed. The place where the Albastian ambassador was likely to meet the Babalis Mr. Cochin. The place where Ambassador Alba happened to have committed murder is... I'm gonna assume Theatrum Neutralis? The only place that makes sense is here, at the Theatrum Neutralis. What? Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place that both of them would have been in is here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theater is actually Albastian land. So that wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has. Makes logical sense. In which case, it is a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Let's see. I believe we should check the immigration records for both Albas and Babao post-haste. Babao's records should be easy to obtain. However, the problem will be Albast. I wonder if they would allow us to see their records, despite the order to vacate. Oh. I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth. Francisco. I have here the security footage from both Albas and Babao. You would do well to take a look at its contents. Okay. You move fast. Von Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babao investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we can't solve this case. Yeah, I'm sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? So this video contains footage from Albas's immigration screening area. I really hope there's something in here that we can use. Oh. 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 Which minutes footage should I examine? We'll just do everything. Oh wait, this is the same? What about here? What's this? I can't examine that. Examine the security dude. What about this one? I don't see anything in particular about him. So I'm gonna assume it's the last one. A baby! Doesn't something about this lump's shape strikes you as odd? Huh? Isn't it supposed to be his shape? This shape? No, there's clearly something odd about the bulge. If only we had this pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. Okay. Next, let us check the footage from Babao's security camera. I hope it shows us something good. Phooey, there wasn't a single sign of suspicious person or anything. That right there is the contradiction. Huh? You missed something. We didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. Oh no, Naomi. It's alright. We have the VOD and all that. You can enjoy it afterwards if you know, if you really find it difficult. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Cochin entering his own country. Wasn't his body found in Babao? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. We'll find if it's live. Oh, it doesn't recover fully. Ah. Ambassador. Okay, sorry. Ambassador Alba. I thought I had asked for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theater sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. I dare say that you've achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done, and it's game over. No.
Objection!
Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. I am heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There's still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Ugh. Okay. We're gonna fight. Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Paleno. Even just a teeny tiny piece is fine with me. There is a strange relationship between our countries. It's a precarious situation, you know. Very well, if you insist. I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any farther. Ambassador Paleno. Mr. Edgeworth, all I wish for is the normalization of our relationships between our two countries. There is one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. It's more than enough, because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Manny Cochin. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by. Chonk. Ambassador Alba's alibi. Frankly, I still don't understand why I am being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Albest the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babao. That is my alibi. So, that is your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed the crime in Babal. Now that we cleared that up, I'd appreciate it if you would move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said, hold it. What is it this time? I thought I told you I'd only allow one question. You did, but you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I am standing. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors. You are forbidden to lose. Of course, this is something I've understood from the start. That guy is the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first year Takarasu was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Pat, their legacy will live on through me. So that's why we just gotta catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have at the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. Okay. First statement is not useful. I know public names can with fellow smugglers. Maybe I should press this? I don't know. It's not a hypothesis. Earlier we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave that to one side for now, because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh? So you really had no reason to kill Mr. Cochin? If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I appreciate if you would take me seriously. I'm sorry. I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well, a game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I had no motive to kill. Now, let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. Oh, he's shaking? Why is she shaking like that? Or putting his beard. Are you serious that just because you were partners, they had no motive to kill? I'm only following hypothetical scenario to its logical conclusion. Looks like he's not going to admit himself that he was in league with Mr. Cochin. I suppose not. I do know his relation to the smuggling ring and to Mr. Cochin. I mean, he's the ringleader and Mr. Cochin was his subordinate, right? Correct, but I know more than just that. Miss Von Gala, I'm sure you remember the safe in Mr. Cochin's office, correct? Yes, the safe had 2 compartments to it, didn't it? Yes, and why do you think those stolen goods were being stored in Mr. Cochin's office? Could it be because he was trying to cheat Ambassador Alba behind his back? So Mr. Cochin didn't turn the goods over, but decided to keep it themselves. Decided instead to keep them for himself. I suppose that's possible. It seems to me that both men were only concerned for their own wealth and well-being. And that means that maybe they didn't have a trusting relationship after all. What Ambassador Alba had to gain. I believe that his motive for killing Mr. Cochin. What are you people whispering about amongst yourselves over there? Ah, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Now then, let's continue with our testimony. Present this with this docs related to smuggling of Public ink. It appears to point to Mr. Cochin. I think it's this one, right? Objection! It's not! No! Why did you mention about the safe? No! Ah, ooh, boom. It's fine, it's fine. As long as I'm not down to my last health, it's fine. This never happened. Okay. Motive. Money? Objection! It's not this as well? Oh no. Am I being intentionally dumb? What else can there be? The key? What motive? The counterfeit plate, right? No, man. Ah. No. No. Stop insulting me. What else? This one? The second's note?
Objection!
Okay. Fourth one's the charm? If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Kojin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil. And because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess. I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you are not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. Totally not. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Kojin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of Albest's Primadux statue. By killing him and pushing all the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You have more than a few reasons to kill him. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive, a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you will excuse me. Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Ambassador Alba, if you could please give us just a little bit of more of your time. It doesn't matter what kind of man Manny was. He was my subordinate. Which is why I would like us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babao to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to. Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Paleno. I'm very sorry, but it seems that now even my voice will have fallen on deaf ears. There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Paleno. We must find some way to stop him from living. It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba. Okay. Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yatakarasu's legacy will live on through me. Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from living? You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, you recognize this? No. And why should I recognize that tattered old organizer? Wait. Where have I seen that before? That is a clue my father, Burnt Faraday, left for us. Did you say Burnt Faraday? It's the Faraday's organizer. Don't tell me this is the one from the second KG-8 incident? The one in which he wrote about the Yatakarasu's key. Yes, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu killed 7 years ago. I have no idea. What are you talking about? You say that like it was related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are, but that sort of trickery won't work on me. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. What is that toy there? That's... This thievery device was used by the Yatagarasu, or rather, by my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into his embassy. What? There's 2 pieces of evidence that hold information Yatagarasu dug up on her. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send you all to Albus, right behind you. Little girl, to get to the point. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. You win, now hand over these 2 pieces of evidence. Yatagarasu, ever the thorn in my side. Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. It's just a bluff. Even if worse, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bat found go to waste. Plus, just the existence of a little thief is troublesome enough for him. Those 2 pieces aren't the keepsakes of your father. It's okay. I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. You'll come out on top in the end. Okay. The going gets tough. Someone's gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails. After all this time, you're still quite a feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us a further testimony. How dare you all, barring a person like me. Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please. Alright, but this is the absolute last. Then, even if you use all the powers of Ambassador Paleno's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me go to waste. Ding! Albus Albi Bardo. The last time I met with Mr. Kojin was here at the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Albus the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Kojin again after that. So you see, there is no time span in which I could have killed him. Wouldn't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old man. Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. We warned you though. You've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions and you will be punished. Oh no, I can't press. So any needless pressing or presenting will hurt our case. In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence. Understood? Of course, I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Kojin was killed before he returned to Babal, in which case there is only one statement to which I would need to present the evidence. Okay, after that I was in Albus the rest of the time as I stated earlier. See Kojin after that. You see, there's no time span in which I could have killed him, wouldn't you agree? We could have killed him during the time you were at the Neutron, at the taking of the picture, right? Murder weapon here, so it should be this evidence, right? Right. I guess I have to look at the thing. Yeah, it's this one. Oh, it can be the 4th or the last one. It can be the 4th or the 1st statement. Alright. And it can be this one. I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Oh, it's a commemorative, alright. One that captures the proof that I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again. This is the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. I see you recognize it. As well you should. But it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it among the flowers you were to give to Steel Samurai. Meaning that you killed Mr. Manny Cochin here, at the theater. It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
We're not through yet.
Objection!
It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador, and he has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cur. No! Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? This is really the end. Lang Zi! Sorry, it's not Lang Zi. Agent Lang! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Get out of my way. My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it won't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, good job holding the fort down here until I got back. So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through. Lang Zi says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Interpol headquarters and the imperial household of the Kingdom of Albast took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The imperial household? You, what have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. What? 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 Effective today. Effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for this. Video the Yatakara is protected. You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador? In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimated me, a descendant of the founder of detainment philosophy, Lang Zi. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world have really paid off. 4,000 years? I don't believe it. My ambassadorship has been revoked. Ha 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 ha. Looks like you finally come to grips with your new standing. Woohoo! Looks like he's turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working honest ambassador. Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seeing you for who you really are, Mr. Alba. No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us? Talk to the hand. So what if I'm no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. I expect no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. You said I killed Mr. Gordon in the theater. But even if that's true, that there was a knife in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babal? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over there? Preposterous. I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alba, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. I don't think it sounded cool, but okay. Alba's alibi part 3. I killed Mr. Gordon in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Gordon's body was discovered in Babal, right? There is no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babal. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Oh no, damn, I accidentally clicked. You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender too? You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? Ha ha ha, as if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, put this guy out of the embassy and we can finally end everything. Sorry, suddenly different accent. I know, and I will give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness. Yes, just another witness. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy. And get him good. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. Left the bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken a knife from there. Can I press this? I should be fine pressing, right? You still wish to deny your actions. But you still wish to deny reality and accuse of me of murder. What? I'm not in denial. Even though he's not an ambassador anymore, he's still got a real bad attitude. I believe it's because he's no longer ambassador that he can let himself speak freely. Well, if he's not holding anything back, then neither should I. Wait, for the sake of this case, please refrain from what I think you're about to do. Quite the pair of frightening women you are, but I digress.
Hold it!
Even if he was found in Babal, he was killed somewhere else. Stop laughing, because you can't prove what you're claiming. If this were a court-martial in my country, you'd have already been removed from the room. Are you taunting us on purpose? Because I'd be happy to show you my claws. Hold on, Agent Lang. Allow me to fight him my way, with evidence. Ha ha ha. Sorry, I did the ha 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 again. I don't know why. I was just joking. I'm not so easily ruffled by the likes of him. Why so eager to fight Alba? Too bad. Though I'm no longer an ambassador. It still could have been an international incident. If you have the will to threaten us with that mouth of yours, then perhaps you can use it to return the test to me. Very well. But to be fair, you should watch what you say as well. There's no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Bobal. Aha. There is though. Sissing. No. Actually, I do believe there was a way to transport the body out of the theater. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement. Thank you for the warning. Now, if you could take a good look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart. I guess I only have a natural lump under the cloth in the pushcart. It's Mr. Cochin's body, right? So unless it's something else. I feel like, yeah, it's Mr. Cochin's body, right? If not, I don't know, man. Yeah, Mr. Cochin's body. But weird that you have to use notes on Cochin's body to present this. What is the meaning of showing me that? It's to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Cochin's body. He had a steel samurai wheel his body away from a real crime scene. What a guess. Well, welcome. But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I mean that for now it is but a hypothesis, but however... If you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. Sorry I took so long, Mr. Ashworth, sir! Yummy! Detective Gumshoe, is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. I found it in the open air stage area. So that's where you went? The detective spirit that Pops left with me. I thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Ashworth, is this worth adding to the case? Yes. It just might play a major role in solving this case, detective. What a coincidence, as soon as we were talking about it as well. Gumshoe out there, sky, yeah. Gumshoe in the clutch. But something isn't right. I thought the entire Samurai family was in Albast. Where exactly in the open air stage area did you find this pushcart? Oh, I found it just like that at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh. Well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, detective. Oh, yes, sir. Examine the underside. Blood. It's blood. This must be Mr. Cochin's blood, which only goes to prove that Mr. Cochin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater, and then placed his body inside a pushcart. And then you forced the steel samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. I forced him to move the body into Orbes. What nonsense. Why would I bother to do such a thing? You were scheduled to make a speech in Albest, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babal. However, what if you moved the body to Albest? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. Then you smuggled it out of Albest. Oh. If I can show how you moved the body from Albest to Babal, then I win. But you can't. The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. I'll be the one to judge whether I can or cannot prove it. So I ask you to provide us with testimony regarding your movements after your return to Albest. Grrr. Miles Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means there is no question that can't be answered, right? The Primidoc statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw somewhere I can exploit. He flew the body into the room. that's my only guess. Movements in Albest. After I returned to Albest, I had my picture taken it with the steel samurai, shaking hands. Then just as I was about to start my speech, the Yatakarsu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office. Is that all? Yes, that's all.
Objection!
It looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of Demas II. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things again. I'd also hate to waste time. What? You? Is not every life precious? Do you really need me to answer that for you? People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. And you better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Ha 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 ha. Come, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like. Well, nothing all best. Ching. There should be no problem. It's just about to stop machine. It got so bad. I ran back to my office. And what happened after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this. However, upon my return, I had that stroke of bad luck and bumped into Mask Man.
Objection!
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was Demas II. Who cares what he was called? By the time we got to the Primidoc statue that he was supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue. Oh my. This Von Karma is really letting a wit fly now. I think the scary part is her silence while she's doing it. She must be at a limit of her patience as well. But physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. I can't find a single contradiction. Mr. Edgeworth, it's totally dead on the inside, just like a hollow tree. You're the only one that got copied down to size, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. At this point in time, we lack the information required to fight back properly. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you just say the word and I'll get him talking for you. Don't forget that we have plenty of ways to get him to talk. We got some really scary people outside here, okay? Well, I'm all ready to help out, Gummy. How about you? I can't believe you're getting to this. In that case, I'm ready too, sir. Damn, they're all ready to beat him up. Heck, everyone, please calm down. I'll think of something. He only has 3 statements. No. I'll just press all of them just in case. I'm not so certain if it's something relates to any of the evidence right now. The Yatagarasu was just a trick that you had set up. Ha ha ha, a most amusing joke. And now do you propose that I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain it in detail for you. You arranged the spotlights in the Rose Garden so that when you were to take the stage, the audience would see the Yatagarasu's shadow. Oh, and that is an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. Yo, what is going to take you to fess up to anything? Yeah. Very well then, let's move on to a different question. After the Yatagarasu appeared, what was the state of the Rose Garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the effort. Then once everyone was inside, well... I guess I have to present something now. You race back to the blah 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 blah. You raced back. Was there some sort of contradiction happening? Stretch. Thank you for the stretch. What can I do? I feel like I'll make sure to also press this one, maybe. Let me see.
Hold it.
Maybe it could be like I have to press everything and then something new will happen. I don't know. So, why was it only with the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time, and the doctors recommended that she rest. Oh, so you do have a soft side after all. The pain of a bad hip. I suppose none of you can really understand how it feels. Okay. Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh? But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? Okay. You did need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 15 minutes of our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech. Dun. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. At this rate, I won't be able to prove that he is actually guilty of anything. I was right. I have to press everything. I'll re-finished here. Gosh, Edgeworth, can you not come up with how the body first moved to Babal? Sure. Mr. Edgeworth, even after proving so much, he is going to get away with it. Is this the end? Hold it. It appears that we just in time. Oh, okay. It would be a great honor if you allow us to be your allies in battle. Evil magistrate, it is time for you to pay. It's the Steel Samurai. No, you're mistaken, for I am. Three voices. Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Tokyo. And this is Pink Princess Mommy. Poo. No. The two people that I wanted to see the least. Larry, what are you two doing here? Way to show your credit, Edgy. We just wanted to help you. Yeesh. I'm gonna get the back out with a single thrust of my... Go away. With my samurai spear. That sounded kind of sus, you know. How can you be so mean to us, Edgy-poo? All three of us came to lend a hand, and this is how you treat us? Well, isn't it grand? And I see they managed to find the Iron Infant. Does that really matter right now? Hey, is it just me or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? Oh yeah, I found him in Babao, but he was in the middle of the pool. Wait a second. Larry, go back to what you just said. Huh? Oh, it appears that we made it. Not that far yet back. Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babao. And he found it in a pool. I don't recall there being one in Babao. Oh, that! Well, I was in Albaz the whole time. I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babao. I thought I had lost him in the Rose Garden. But I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh? Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden? Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. But I found him in... That's enough, Larry. Okay. The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the two countries. The key to the route the Iron Infant took to travel from Albaz to Babao is bilateral symmetry. Oh, that's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. There is a location I wish for you to examine post-haste. It is where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Cochin's body lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on bilateral symmetry, meaning that this is where we need to examine this area.
Take that!
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it. It's too late. It doesn't matter now what you do. It's all a waste of time. You will stay here with us and wait. Ooh, Gumshoe. This is Ashworth. Oh, Mr. Ashworth, it's me, sir. There is a reservoir here, just like in those Rose Garden. Wow, did he swim through it? It can't be, right? Just as I suspected. What is it? The two sides of this embassy are mirror images of each other, which means that there is also a pool at a corresponding location on Babali's side. Mr. Cochin's body was moved into Babao through the pool in Albaz. Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof, if you have any. Okay, Kamchu tries to meet to the other side. The Iron Infant is possibly soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool, and not just any pool. It was the bubbliest one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. The water reservoirs in the two courtyards are connected. And where is your proof that the two sides are connected? The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant. He'll do it. What? This is blasted door! Mr. Eckworth, I'm back. Hey. Don't tell me. You guys figure out everything out without me. We did, thanks to this hero of justice's son. Even he is just a doll, he managed to help foil the villain. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, look, I don't want to say this, but it's kinda unlikely that the body just happened to have passed on through the barbal. This guy's a doll and he's small. I can believe it made it, but... He has a point. Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to next propose that dead body can swim through a pipe? Well, spicy art I've seen of many of these characters. What? Well? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Agent Lang, why is he helping Mr. Alba? Why is he helping Mr. Alba out now? He's not. You realize a flaw in my argument, and it's helping me to move the logic along. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. And another thing, Mr. Cochin's body was found in his office in Babal. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open air stage? Mr. Alba had an accomplice in Babal, remember? You mean Shina, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office. What are you saying? Because I'm very unfortunate to see it. Okay. Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connecting pipe with the body? He's right. Miss Sina would drown if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe. It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. In the end, it's all just the befuddled musings of an accusatory man. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage. Because from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Shina's movements. What was happening in the embassy around the time Miss Shina was in Babal? Oh, if only there was a way to get rid of that water in the pool. Get rid of the water? Aha! That's it! Now, I believe this time we really are done, right? Bum bum bum! Yeah. The pool had this function somehow that that can be used for. Anyways, unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Alba. You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you've thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That is completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me? The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? That's what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the body to be moved. This thing.
Take that!
Tonight, the Yatagaras will set fire to a variety of vocations in the Bablis embassy. Oh yeah, so that is the purpose of setting the fire on Bablis then. Not just to only burn evidence, I guess, also to make the people drain the water from the pool. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border. So what? The water level went down, the reservoirs were connected. Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route you used to smuggle the body, and that route will lead you to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still can't really call that a smuggling route. I know that. Ha ha ha, I should have figured that you would notice. Hey Mr. Alva, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know those pools are extremely deep. There are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult for Shina to hold the body and climb out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the walls? There was no need for such things. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down in the pool at will. Oh, it looks like you got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. The way in which Miss Shina and the body were able to rise up to ground level. If there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved. This was used so that the body and Miss Shina could be moved up and down in the pool. A pushcart, right?
Take that!
This, Mr. Alba, is what you used. Oh no! It's not it? Okay, never mind, sorry. I thought it's like, yeah, you just sit on the pushcart and then wait for the pushcart to fly up. I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? It makes sense, right? It's not how physics works. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's this then, right?
Take that!
Mr. Alma used the fountain spouts, in a manner of speaking. I didn't get a fixes even if I'm not buying that. He used the fountain spouts. How so? The water levels in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the spouts. Miss Shina and the body were lifted upward by their buoyancy in water. I mean, I guess you don't have to use the pushcart, but yeah. The fire on the Bablis side and the firefighting effort. This was set in motion all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts in advance, in preparation of things to come. Then he took the pushcart that was brought to the rose garden, and pushed it along with the Iron Infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. At this time, Miss Shina was busy conveniently starting the first fire in Babal. She then made for the open-air stages pool to wait for the firefighting effort to begin. When the firefighter used the water in that pool, the water level went down, and by the time the fire was put out, the pipe between the two pools was exposed. Yeah, I was right. So they went back up with a pushcart, right? She sat on it and flew up. This is when she pushed the pushcart from Albus into Babal. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more. Yeah. But that's not how they went up, Jake. In terms of floating. Probably not exactly, but I guess, yeah. And the water level rose up to its original level, along with Miss Shina's and the body. After that, Miss Shina used the pushcart to carry the body up the Secretariat's office. There's an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see. It's gravity. Even with her small frame, she could have easily transported Mr. Kochan's body. Let's wait. It's anime, don't think too much about it. And that wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved. No! Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back. You accuse me of moving the body across country lines. But when you get down to nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty? What does the old man want now? Proof. I believe it is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any, who is to say whether or not any of what you said really happened? He wants proof. What are we going to do, Mr. Edgeworth? There is no need to worry. I've had all the proof we need all along. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open-air stage area. So, too, did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what will prove that the pools were the smuggling route. This was another thing that was smuggled over to Babal's open-air stage area. The crossbow arrow? No. It can't be. No, it's not this one. Smuggle this one? Found at the open air stage. It looks like Guitar Pick. It's also wet for some reason. Yeah, this one.
Take that!
It has been wet for all this time still? And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found on Babbli's side will be your undoing. A guitar pick. Would you care to explain how that is going to do me in, as it were? Much to your chagrin, perhaps, but it's not a guitar pick. Oh, what? This is something I found at the open air stage which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it, since you took a photo with it after all. But since you don't allow me to show you what this fragment from the stage area belongs to.
Take that!
This is what a fragment belongs to. Oh no. Oh no! Man. No. I guess I have to present the knife instead. This is dumb. Just assume I mean that, okay? Oh boy, man. Okay. No, blah, blah, blah. No. Yeah, they're watching out for me by hurting me. They're trying to give me a game over.
Take that!
Let us take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Kochan. On the handle of this knife, there's a beautifully blooming flower. However, it would appear that it's missing a single petal. Now, let's see what happens when we try to fit this pick in that open slot. It's a perfect fit! I assume that the petal must have fallen off of the flower during Mr. Kochan's murder, and then it was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Mr. Kojin's body.
Objection.
That's an interesting story, nothing more.
Objection.
Oh, I assure you it's more than just a story, because for some odd reason this flower petal was wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yes. The only place it could have gotten wet from is the open air stage's pool. Now I ask you, how did a part of the weapon which was smuggled into the theater wind up in the open air stage area on the Barbalist side of the embassy? I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as this petal explains it all for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Gardens pool on through into Babal. Impossible! The people of Zheng Fa have been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home we'll be there soon. You should be happy. Why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning, when you took your first life. No matter how you may plot, or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from the crime in what you've done. Because we're here to see to that justice is served to people like you. You can't call what you've given a perfect argument. You know, I don't think this guy is going to ever admit to his wrongdoings, Mr. Ashworth. Because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with, or people who refuse to admit when they have lost. Sounds like a certain someone, or many people actually. I don't believe those kinds of people really exist because everyone breaks eventually. You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. Oh, they do break, but probably will never see the day of light, you know. Over that time. I'll use it all until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. This really will be the end of the line. To be continued! Yeah, there's only just one part. Oh, sorry. Nothing happened, but yeah. Just trying to grab a drink. Almost dropped my bottle. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's do this. No dilly-dallying anymore. It's really final now. March 15th, 3:33 AM. Theatrum Neutralis. Lobby. Oh, no? What, Vale? Wait, Vale, no. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there is anything else for me to testify about. I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Kojin. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. If we continue, definitely takes me out if this was released as patches IPS reason. Nah, this is just how Ace Attorney is style, I guess. It's always like, to be continued. But it's good way to, like, you know, just stop sessions, between sessions. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location where the murder took place, for that is the key to this investigation. I wish it would be at least, you know, can investigate the actual murder scene. Apparently not. We all been talking about it, not actually went into a room. The Steel Samurai show. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them. So you were in the theater proper, watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I've great fondness for the Steel Samurai. Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I? You're not the one who's cool. It's the Steel Samurai who is cool. Yeah, and Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hey, Edgy! Who is she? Who is this super cute girl? She's been standing here this whole time and only now he notices her. Her name is Kay Faraday, and she's helping me in my investigation. Sorry, I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never. Yes, okay, I'm Larry Buds, also Larry. You know how old is... Okay, is 17, bro. How old are you? You're 25, bro. Yeah, it's okay. I'm Larry Buds. Silence in the peanut gallery. There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this. Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Ha ha ha. Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. He called my name. I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Have no fear. I will finish the job. This really is the endgame. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. It kind of feels like an Avengers Endgame, right? Everyone is gathered together to defeat this one boss. Right. So I think I have to press either the third statement or the last statement, because it's kind of like obvious. Like they want me to like. Yeah, he remembered this wrong, I guess. It's actually not this. Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself. That's nice. It's nice? Now, Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture. Nah, I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. Didn't you think the climatic scene of today's show was just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move, where you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate, early summer rain jab. Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. How can you forget your own special moves? The special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear. Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? I suppose you are correct, but if you could, please elaborate on this point for me. It's wrong! He didn't use that move. He could have used that move because the samurai... Yeah. Objection. Because the spear was bent. The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer? You little irritating gnat. Do you think you can trip me up asking the same question over and over? That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this. The Samurai Spear? What about it? This spear actually never made it on stage today. Excuse me? Heh. Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness. Okay? Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Okay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai's special move was tonight? It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. Correct. Because he couldn't use the spear, a last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Because Alba, you didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you? Aha! So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, and he opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Kojin instead. So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now. Just what is so funny? You're so sloppy, and so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watched the show, or most of it in any case. What do you mean by most of it? You see, during the show I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I assume that was when that dramatic scene was played out on stage. That is the longest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal. Just because he got the name of the move wrong, we can't really use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all. I mean, did anyone notice him go to the toilet? Or was that he actually did went to the bathroom or toilet? I mean, there must be witnesses, right? As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I wanted to watch the entire show. Honest. As a Steel Samurai fan, or someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan ever. They put on their helmets again. Who was that just now? It would be me, young lady. Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that? Iggy, please, hold on for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan. But I totally think he's a Steel Samaniac. Samaniac? What exactly is a Steel Samaniac, pal? Hell. I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac. Yeah, trust me, I know a real fan when I see one, because I'm the Steel Samurai. I will never acknowledge you as a true Steel Samurai. What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Ashworth? It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan, as well as she should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was a most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart. The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Kochin. You know what, Grams? You're really something else. I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai. But what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. It was a bit of a secret that only a small portion of staff know about. Wait, it was a secret? Larry, wait, what did you just say? Did I say something stupid again? Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret? Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain jab. That's kind of how we decided the name of the move. By that time, I already banned the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. Long story short, because we changed the move to a sushi slash, we kind of pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it in secret. So, basically a gag order was issued for publicity's sake. It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Hold those lips of yours still. What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and pointless exercise and wasting time, much like a kid's show. Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you. How dare you? I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony. Huh, so now you're trying to bully me, huh? Why you bully me? There are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Quercus Alba. You were the one who said it yourself, that the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab, but that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, just what are you driving at? That the name of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud. Now then, would you care to explain to us how you found out the name of the move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. Quercus Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move. You saw it. You knew that name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret, so you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked, which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard. Oh, I was thinking it was hiding somewhere in the dressing room or something. So that means that Mr. Alba was in there at some point, right? But what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. There is another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room, so we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Kochan's murder. I guess it's the card again. Yeah.
Take that!
The pushcart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. During the show, the pushcart awaited its turn to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. It was finally pushed there, along with the Iron Infant, in the last scene of the show. And then, right after the show ended, he went into Albaz along with the Steel Samurai, which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage. So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show. Precisely. Oh, but wait. What if, and this is just a what if the murder took place right in the dressing room? What do you mean, Ko? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Sleeping undetected into a private dressing room, that would be as simple as pie. The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with the pushcart then too. Correct, thus making the theater's dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Manny Kochan. Marcus Alba. During the show, he went down to the dressing room, and I want to know why. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it. I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal. You got that? Arrest! Not so fast. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself? Explain? What is there to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. I wanted to ask for directions, but then I opened the dressing room door. No one was inside. That's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk! Still trying to get out of this. Do you really think that you can get away at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do to stop him? Nah. I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. If that's what I need, then perhaps... Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there. Yeah, if Mr. Ashworth pokes around in there, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal. Oh, if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from recreation. We don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie, how could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My man really asked something else. And they found nothing. There's only one thing I can say to you, sis, and it's that they found nothing. That's it. I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing to find. If there's no info to feed into Little Thief, I can't do much to help either. This is the end. The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. There's no other course of action left to us. I need another Deus Ex Machina. It would appear that your hand of cards have turned out to be a bust. Now, if you will excuse me, because of you people, I missed my flight. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Who is it right now? Who is it this time? Hold it right there, you whippersnappers! First Larry, and now you? What is with that scary mobster look like scar on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. I've been meaning to say this, but all you keep talking about things I don't get at all. We're all living this lady in a sad, depressing, lonely dust that I'm about to cry in. Why did you have to speak up right at this instant? You know what, Edgy-Poo? Cheer up. Because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing. The most wonderful thing from you. It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone, you know. My special present of love to my sweet Edgy-Poo. Are you ready? It's this. It's... It's a box of those samurai dogs, right? Yes. Oh, Edgy-Poo, here, go and eat one and you'll feel as bright as rain. Okay. Everyone's speechless. Are we through here? Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy-Poo! Tell me you understand the depth of this lady's love for you. I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sure. The thought of occurred to me that maybe it would be good if I fed you. You were nice and full. One day it's my dream to serve you some of my own homemade food. I mean, isn't the desire of every woman to make sure that their beloved never goes hungry? Oh, that's why I need to experience. Tell you what, I think I decide making a whole delicious meal out of you in front of me. I will stop. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her? There's no power on earth that can force that woman into silence. I'm so sick of tired of it. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai displayed me for a fool. It had a special design of its fan, like a Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. When I ate one, it just tasted like all the rest. Oh, it made me so mad. Wait, a special box with a Hinomaru-like fan on it. I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. However, there it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. Is this possible? Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs was piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as a Hinomaru dog. This contradiction of facts between something that should not exist. It does. The rays from this red sun may be just what we needed to point us in the right direction. Is it? We do have we have this. Bum bum bum. Okay. What a coincidence. Yeah, we got another Deus Ex Machina here. A present? Studio Big Wigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Kojin at this theater and then placed his body inside the pushcart. Then, you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. It's time to piece the final piece of this logic puzzle together. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be, once we found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. Boxes of shards sitting in the pushcart. This one, right? Kuchong. No! Not exactly a shining bear, blah blah blah. Oh no. Me sleep, I wake. Okay, well, you should sleep. Don't stay up too late. Yes, thank you for staying and watching. I hope you have a good time and see you tomorrow, I guess. Taken from the dressing room, the fan's red sun is filled with some fun. The boxes were turned. The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. And connect these two together. That which should not exist, this box of samurai dogs with a Hinomaru on it. With its red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing the samurai dogs from the pushcart. And it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. Wendy Oldbag. I thank you. What you have given to me is truly something very special. Edgy Boo! Mr. Ashworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Coach in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here. It is what will put you away for good. Huh. You're bluffing. Oh, hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is going to put the old man away? The trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course. It's in here. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinomori fan on it. This should never have existed. So I want you to all take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. Huh? What? Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I like this blood analyzed post-haste. I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey you, get this down to the lab. Pronto. But why was there blood on that box to begin with? If we think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported samurai dogs. The pushcart, correct? Yeah, you have a great memory, Edgy. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, so you know what I mean. To make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. Figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. If what Larry says is true, what were the boxes doing on the floor? Ah, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box. But when my man investigated that room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there. Because embassy staff members had already confiscated them. Yes, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder. It's a good thing Mr. Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Mr. Oldbag also managed to put his great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting that. I didn't steal. I received it from myself. Gracchus Alba, I'd say it is one very fatal oversight on your part. Sorry to rain on your little love fest. However, how can you be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Gojen, then what? Okay, so Mr. Ashworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh? The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime, that alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room. And you say that like it means something. Huh? Excuse me, sir. Report! What were the results of the analysis? The analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it. If this Quercus alba. Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor me my question. Your question? The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Gorge's blood, what difference would it make? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was that dressing room. It doesn't prove that I am your killer, does it? He has a very good point. Blood in that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer. Then, this evidence, it's meaningless. It can't be. We were so close, sir. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do. Finally found a solid piece of evidence. Must be something I can expose with it. Can't think of a single thing. Now, if you will excuse... Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal. It wasn't me this time either. It wasn't me either. It was me, Dio. Why did you? Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more. What? Hurry up and speed it out. Yes, sir. The blood I mentioned. It's all of the same blood type as the victim's blood. What? No. What? What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? It's Alba's blood. Yeah, I kind of guessed already. If it isn't his, then who the hell is it? I don't know, sir. I know it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. What should we do now, Miss Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. His blood is giga incriminating, yeah. Neither do I. My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proved something to be true, alright. Namely, my words. And which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got into that box long before it entered my embassy? What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to a murder. So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the Shamwari dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? Yeah, I guess that's possible. Damn it. Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Quercus Alba, you bastard! Silence. Don't you ever address me with such filthy word again. I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have your answers. Now let me through. Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me. Someday I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. All of Interpol will be behind me, looking to see to it that day comes. Do you even know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Is this really the extent of all what we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had him back into the corner, it is I who has been back into the one. A situation like this, what would that man do? The man that I love. What would he who can turn any desperate situation around do? Turn it around. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around by bullshitting. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood could get onto the box like this. Now think about it that way. If the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart, and the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. And there is only one person that could be. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage. Will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you ever know. Freedom like what the ravens feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me, not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Quercus alba, your wings were clipped long ago. And for someone who is trying to fly away from them without noticing that fact, pitiful is a perfect word to describe you. Ha, mere words. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Miss Ashworth? Just what do you think it means, Kay? We had already caught him in our trap a while back. An incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence. Hey, I've to Mr. Prosecutor. Care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all. Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. I believe you are already aware of what I mean. Then, you know who the blood belongs to? Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that swallowed this box of Shamrock Dogs belongs to this person. It's you! The blood of the red sun in this box belongs to you, Quercus alba. What? What? Why is it his blood on the box of the Shamrock Dogs? It's not even a victim. The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victims and his killer. So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there is only one other person it could belong to. Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. Mr. Cochin was the one who stabbed Mr. Who stabbed, sir? Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding? What if during the murder, Mr. Cochin had fought back? I mean, if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba. Yes, I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. There's a piece of evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was probably bleeding at the time. his wound.
Take that!
Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from the Demas second attack for me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room. Ah, but is that really what happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept it as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip you by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You're one to talk about, Mr. Alba. You managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as a smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are one-of-a-kind criminal. I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you would miss such a large thing. You believe I've overlooked something. You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin, and that it was caused here in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right? Yes, that is correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one that could only have come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose that such a weapon came from. Ah, this theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the Albastian knife in a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. Ah, but as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all your talk about Mr. Cochin's stabbing is pure nonsense. So if that other way does exist, you'd better hurry and tell me now. With pleasure. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Cochin brought a weapon into this theater. It's the knife, right? I think it's a knife. Other than that, I can't think of anything else.
Take that!
Among law enforcement, this piece is known as Yatagarasu's key. That key! That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique, in that it is both the key and a knife, meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wipe off the blood and place it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe there was a document about Kudopian paper, signed by Mr. Cochin. In order to make it look like Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try mashing this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Quercus Alba? And that is what some may call the coup de grace. Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you. Especially Manic Cochin. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. This is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all of my crimes for me. It's why I sent out the Yatagarasu's car and how this incident was born. Mary was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yatagarasu. But I had yet another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. And his death was supposed to bring everything to a close. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors. Is it the line? The Scooby-Doo line. You meddling kids. Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there's one more question I forgot to ask. This country's or our best. Which country's court would you like to face first? Oh, bang! Burn! Burn. Either way, it's game over for you. It's war! Yay! We finished this! March 17th, 11:31 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Well, you see, the big day is Mr. Alba's trial today. Next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Albas. Wait, what? I don't think that's how it works, but okay. I think because he murdered in the neutral ground, it should be in America, so it shouldn't be... Well, I guess it probably isn't for the murder, it could be for the smuggling stuff as well, so... Yeah, maybe. Francisca is heading in that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at it. Having to face Mr. Carbide caught right after facing you, sir. I don't even want to think of what that would be like. I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. And boy, he looked about as gloomy as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking, flight attendant, even Mr. Postman or Mr. Alba's secret agents. Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Cammy Meal was to provide support during smuggling ops, using her job as an attendant. Mr. Pottsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor. Oh, go you airlines, and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, it sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. What is it, detective? Oh, nothing. It's just, well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Armando's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Armando has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Armando Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end, and his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Armando a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Well, with the rest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Armando, I guess that about wraps up the KG8 incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KG8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG8 incident was Mackerel. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding this and other truths from us, and I will expose it all at the trials today. You're solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? CCU and Dietman. Perhaps now these two brave souls who try to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Paulino. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of this, so I'm giving them to you. Oh, Ashford's so kind. What? Seriously, sir? Wait, actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them, don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Kamshu, have you not read the paper recently? Oh, it's just coupons. I actually thought he meant actual food. Okay. Ever since the two countries became Cordovia again, its economy has changed. Really? It seems that Ambassador Paolino has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Utopia. Oh, who is this? Ah, but what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. But if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay. Wait, no. Why is it question marks? Wait, that's not what I said. Oh, so, Mr. Edgeworth, please let me have them, sir. It was Kay. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? Hey, you've got to be more alert than that. Eek. I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit. I totally didn't notice you. I realized that my voice was you. Wang Zi says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in a courthouse. But I wasn't going to miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court. Is that so, Agent Lang? We flush out all the counterfeit bills, so Zhengfa is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you, so I just want to say, thanks. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day all movie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case. Tish, a shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way. And that's not about to change. You got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah, and if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm going to get that person no matter what. Alright. It's about time for the trial to start. I'll see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. I prepared a full top ticker tape for today's victory, sir. I'll help throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. Ha ha ha. Hope you got enough, because I'm going to call my men up as well. A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. The scene shifts to the courtroom, and the final act of this long tale begins. The legend of the great thief Yatagarasu is the story of those who chose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of the truth. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defense and stalemate, and to that end, you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. The creed was forced. However, I no longer think that it's all because of all we prosecutors are, and this is because even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I've set foot in one, and today more than any other day I feel the fight within me rising. Objection! Oh, that's it, folks. Yeah, boy, it's done. Oh no, I have to voice them. I'm really in Mr. Edgeworth's death for the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases. I've been selling them on the internet and they've become a real sensation. Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work as being truly postmodern. The airline has chosen me to design their new line of Go-You Jumbo Jets. Just think, someday you will be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet. Oh no. Oh no, this guy! Still alive. Edgeworth, the rooters of a root man. Because of him, my time and money is wasted. But more importantly, we received the most fantastic riches recently. The Brimidog statue of the Principality of Cordobia. It weighs a bit light in my hands, but the Ambassador Paulino was most generous. Okay. He got the fake. We finally caught Agent Hit's killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alva's teary eyes. It feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Cordobian courts await. Wait, Cordobia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip should find a new vigor there. This little patrolman has been fired as of today, sir. I thought I was safe since we found a gun I had dropped. I noticed that I had dropped my police bag too. I guess what really broke the canvas bag was that I couldn't find my badge. My little life has suddenly tripped into a dark black hole, sir. I think I'll go to the courthouse and file a complaint with this Ruffles man. Okay. What does it have to do with Miles? Emma Sky. I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Ashworth a bit more than I did, but I've got to get going and return to Europe. I still got a long way to go and lots of stuff to study there. Next time I'll have Mr. Ashworth on a case. I'm going to do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him, scientifically. And she ended up not being a scientist, a forensic scientist, but a detective instead. Oh yeah, her. What happened to her? Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. The only prison I'm forever trapped is in the cage of love. The guard down at the detention center. Well, when he's on guard duty. He has such a cold look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor. Oh, stop it, Lauren. When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love? Bombshell! It's a judge instead. It appears that all sorts of drama that takes place outside of the courtroom. As we judges are here day in and day out, I've only heard a few rumors, but apparently Mr. Ashworth teamed out with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something. Okay. What is the judge, man? It's kind of dumb. It's her. Don't remember her name. Hey, chocolate. Ew, I barely escaped death yet again. Yeah, but boy, were we lucky to have Mr. Ashworth help us out, huh? Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job. Hey, I'm good. Don't let it get too down, Maggie. You still got me. Alright, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. Yeah, we're finished with Miles Edgeworth's investigations. Thank you for the headband. Just looking at the credits now. Why not come to Cordobia for your summer vacation? We have coupons aplenty. Right now, our message is to present our Let's Investigate a Murder show. Although recreating a particular case has created a few small fires of its own, and we had a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next event will be great. It will be an attraction entitled Capture the Yatagarasu. Of course, I hope to in this case help in creating our latest attraction. Don't burn anything. I always thought it was Paulino has some for involvement, but I guess not. I can't believe that made it teach me and went to Japan. It's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. We're planning to go very soon and start business. We're going to sell Blue Ocean dogs. They sell like hot dogs for sure. A blue hot dog in a blue bun, I guarantee you'll turn your tongue and your face blue. I know I'm not really the type to work a lot, or at all really, but... so I noticed that I really haven't seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. I wonder what's up. Well, next time we meet, I'm gonna make him eat one of my dogs. I'm sorry? Hello? Wait, what? He really didn't say that, did he? Oh my god. What? I gave testimony in court today as a member of the Yatagarasu. Oh, Mr. Pat, you look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed the elements within the ring have become moving? They're probably fighting over who should succeed, who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I ever heard of that smuggling ring. Mang's hair is thoroughly like the poisonous snake from head to tail. No one runs afoul of the law and escapes this fool's fangs. I'll get you all yet. Youth. When did I become so old, I wonder? I began noticing the grey hairs in my beard more and think of dyeing my mirror. Okay. If I was guilty, he wouldn't be so cooperative in the investigation. Yeah, I guess so. By a stick. I was a pink princess and a pink badger all in the span of 2 days. Talk about busy. It's alright, because I got a letter from my beloved Ejipu. Please take care of your hip, and when you wish to speak first, take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last segment? It's like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. I've been an alien, and then some creepy fussy pink animal, and then I was with a pink princess, a greeting of just ever since I made a searching of my head all right now. Maybe I wear my own something, and even that sounded like terrible. Oh my god. Oh boy. Who else? Finally. Oh, okay. March 17th, 4:33 p.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Whoa! I feel so much better now that the trial's over. As always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir. Yeah, and nothing beat the look on Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom. Mr. Ashworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they began large-scale operations to clean out the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisca and Ancient Lung. So, what are your plans now, okay? Oh, well, we've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know. Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Ashworth's assistant. Are you trying to steal my job, pal? Just kidding, just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. What a relief. Okay. Yes? Even after all that's happened, I was still planning to become a great thief. Of course. I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatagarasu. I'm going to hold up on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own. You mean us 3? We have a prosecutor, a detective, and I guess the thief himself, herself. A 3-person team? a 3-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible. Oh, okay. Who would that be? Emma? Mia? Wait, not Mia. Maya, Emma, Maya, and Kay. Those 3. With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 of other people you need. My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what's so noble about him. So you see, Miss Ashworth, the only things I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make a world where the Yatakarasu isn't needed. You need to have forensic spirit and thief that way. Yeah. Let's both strive for such a future. I guess it's time for me to get going. I see. Hey, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? Don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in. If you could, I'd appreciate it if you came in through the building's front door. It's okay, Mr. Ashworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken for forever. Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group. Sorry. That caught me off guard. Like, you should get that fixed, Gumshoe. One last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture, just the 3 of us. Yeah, a commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. No. Hey, why not? Oh, don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Ashworth. Of course not, Detective. Come on, Miss Ashworth, I'm taking a picture now. Hey, come back here. Mr. Ashworth, you can't run away from this, sir. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Stop that. I can't be seen doing that. Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese! And thus, the long tale of the KG-8 incident came to a close. It saw the demise of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. But there is a little time to rest and relax. There is little time, for I am eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the truth, and my want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. Someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor. That is my new creed. So cute, so wholesome. Time for Eustace winner in next game. Who's Eustace winner? Yeah, yeah, baby. We finished the first one. Still have the second one, but I think I'll take a little break from the Ace Attorney before we start the new one. But yeah, this one we'll wait. We'll take a little break when we get back to it. Yeah, finish this one. The next one will be something I totally never tried before. It's a pun on his name. I think it's supposed to be a useless winner. Oh, I see. So I've been waiting for. Oh yeah, that's the Critter Moise reference. Interesting. With Sebastian de Baster. Oh, okay. I guess I recall that's about something like that. But anyways, this will be it. Anyone that's watching through the VOD right now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this entire series. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. And I think Naomi says Agent Lang will appear again, so I guess we'll do more Hong Kong, quote-unquote Hong Kong accent more in the next one. But I wouldn't say there were a lot of like special voices I got to do for this one, a particular title. But still a lot of fun, I guess. A lot of wacky voices and all that. Yeah, stuck by the ending at least. It was close to evening. Oh, you should sleep. You should sleep. It's really late, right? Yeah, not too late game, I think. Oh, is it? Okay. I guess we won't be doing his voice for a long time then. But yes, let me finish this first. Wait. So, anyways, if you like the thing and stuff, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever. If you like to do, feel free to do it. And see you until next time. Take care. Stay hopeful, but be critical. Bye bye.